Olá, pessoal! Would you like to learn how to make the plural form of nouns and adjectives in Portuguese? Then don't miss today's lesson! Welcome back to Plain Portuguese, where you'll learn how to speak like a Brazilian. If you're new to our channel, subscribe and catch up on the videos you have missed. You have already learned that articles, nouns, pronouns, adjectives vary in number in Portuguese. How about verbs, Bia? Verbs are conjugated. Apples and oranges. Below are the links to the lessons on verbs. Anyway, today you'll learn some patterns to help you transform nouns and adjectives into the plural form. By the way, today's lesson will be a bit longer than the other ones, so I suggest you get some snacks before you get started. Hey, write this down. Portuguese words end in vogais A, E, I, O, U, L, M, N, R, S, X e Z. Why is it important to know that? Well, because the ending letter of a word will give us some clues on how to make magic happen. Forget about magic. It will give us some clues on how to make the plural form of a noun and of an adjective. Our first and biggest group, nouns and adjectives ending in vowels. Read them, 1, 2, 3 vowels. Easy breezy. Simply add the letter S to the end of the word. Minha mala é verde. Remember, we are not talking about verbs in today's class. We are looking at the nouns, pronouns, adjectives. So again, minha mala é verde becomes minhas malas são verdes. Another example. O voo está atrasado. So I have vowel, vowel, vowel. Simply adding S. Os voos estão atrasados. But if a word ends in think twice, 3 times before adding an S to it, because words ending in may accept the letter S, ãos, or change completely to ões or ães. But we'll come back to these special words at the end of the lesson. Now the ones ending in L. L has a big secret that's revealed only to the letter S. When the letter S is coming closer, the L takes its head off and becomes an I. Yes, believe me, I've seen that. Then jornal becomes jornais. Jornais. Papel, papéis. Papéis. A little twist. Funil, funil, and any other words that have the stress, the emphasis on the last syllable, Brasil, funil, then make it funis, funis. But if the stress is not on the last syllable, as in fácil, fácil, then this is what happens. Fácil becomes fáceis, fáceis. So here we have the little twist with words ending in IL. Yes? If the stress is on the last syllable, simply replace the L by an S. Funil, funis. If the stress is not on the last syllable, you must replace you must replace IL by EIS. Fácil, fáceis. Well, back to the pattern. Espanhol. Take the head off. Espanhóis. Espanhóis. Azul. Azuis. Azuis. Wanna know one exception to this rule? Well, there are a few, but my favorite one is go. Yes, it's accepted to say goals. Goals. 3 gols. 7 gols. Muitos gols. Nouns and adjectives ending in M. Let me tell you something. A little bird told me that the letter M doesn't get along with the letter S. It says that when both are together, there are too many humps, which may look a bit awkward. So, to please the letter M and avoid the funny look, every time a word ends in M, make it NS in the plural form. Enough humps, apparently. Homem becomes homens. Homens. Comum, comuns. Comuns. Garçom becomes garçons. Garçons. Let's take a look at a couple of sentences. Nuvem marrom não é comum. Nuvens marrons não são comuns. Aquele homem é garçom. Aqueles homens são garçons. As you have seen, N is friends with us, meaning that when a word ends in N, simply add an S to it. So, pollen becomes pollens. Pollens. Hífen becomes hífens. Hífens. R and Z are a bit picky. Oh, these letters, they have some personality, don't they? Okay, well, R and Z, as I said, they are a bit picky. They demand the presence of the letter E between them and the letter S. So, flor becomes flores. Flores. Mulher, mulheres. Mulheres. Luz, luzes. Luzes. Rapaz, a young man. Rapaz, rapazes. Rapazes. A mulher ganhou uma flor. As mulheres ganharam flores. O rapaz acendeu a luz. Os rapazes acenderam as luzes. Now, what happens when a word already ends in S? Well, they behave in 2 ways. If the stress, the emphasis, is on the last syllable, as in país, país, add es. País becomes países. Países. Mês, meses. Meses. Japonês, see the stress is on the last syllable. Japonês becomes japoneses. Japoneses. Vou viajar por mês. Vou viajar por 3 meses. Vou visitar país. No, I'll visit 3. Vou visitar 3 países. Now, if the stress or the emphasis is not on the last syllable, as in lápis, lápis. Make no changes. Lápis remains lápis in the plural form. Ônibus, ônibus. Onde está o meu lápis? Onde estão os meus lápis? No changes. O ônibus parou. Os ônibus pararam. Words ending in X. X is okay being alone. Make no changes. Tórax remains tórax. Tórax. Xerox remains xerox. Xerox. Now you're ready for the words ending in ão. Finally, words ending in ão accept 3 different plural endings. Ãos, ões, ães. Ãos, ões, like oin, oin, ões, ães, as ães. So once again, ãos, ões, ães. What's the best approach to learning which ending to choose? List the words ending in ão you find useful. Look them up in the dictionary to see their plural form. Use them as much as possible. I don't want to make you cry, but there are no rules here. It's a matter of getting accustomed to the words. Yes, I have made a word selection for our practice that I suppose to be of your interest. Let's go through them. Well, the plural form of these words here is made by adding the letter S to them. So, mão becomes mãos. Mãos. Cidadão, cidadãos. Cidadãos. Irmão, irmãos. Irmãos. Meu irmão é cidadão brasileiro. Meus irmãos são cidadãos brasileiros. Second group, and I believe is the biggest one, where we have the OINs. Oin, oin, oins. Reunião, which is a meeting, reunião becomes reuniões. Reuniões. Coração, corações. Corações. Informação, em português it's countable. Informações. Informações. Avião, aviões. Aviões. Limão, but if you want to prepare caipirinha, you'll need some limões. Limões. Olhe aquele avião. Olhe aqueles aviões. Preciso de limão. Preciso de 2 limões. And then our third group, ães, like ães. Ães. Alemão becomes alemães. Alemães. Why, Bia? I don't know, I'm just a messenger. Alemão becomes alemães. Pão, pães. Pães. Cão, cães. Cães. Capitão, capitães. Capitães. O capitão é alemão. Os capitães são alemães. Pão, por favor. No, order more, like 4. 4 pães, por favor. 4 pães, por favor. You've just learned a few rules and patterns to make singular nouns and adjectives plural ones. But bear in mind that Portuguese loves exceptions. If you come across any, please let me know. Thank you for watching another class. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me your questions and comments below. They are very important for you and me. See you next time. Até a próxima. Tchau!